Hey buddies, what's up? Welcome back to another amazing episode of Trend Dealer. So guys, in this amazing episode, we are going to discuss why Robert Smigel was the second Lorne Michaels on SNL. Are you guys excited? Let's get started. Keep up with me till the end, comment right below this video, subscribe if you still haven't, and turn on the post notification for more videos. Here's why Robert Smigel was the second Lorne Michaels on SNL. Lorne Michaels had an affection and respect for Robert Smigel and gave him the ultimate freedom. Robert Smigel was one of the few writers and cast members to keep his job throughout the tumultuous second half of the 1980s. This was a time when the casts were at their most vulnerable as well as weakest. Lorne had just returned following a brief hiatus and was ready to change things up, but as much as he did alter the way the show looked, he kept Bob by his side. Then, into the 1990s and early 2000s, he let Bob, who created Triumph the Insult Comic Dog, create sort of a pop-up show within Saturday Night Live. TV Funhouse featured a number of animated shorts that were completely from the mind of Bob Smigel. Fans loved it, the cast loved it, and Lorne especially loved it. My sense was always that Lorne really respected Robert and believed in what he was doing. SNL producer Samantha Sharf said in an oral interview about the Robert Smigel SNL bit Christmas Time for the Jews by Uproxx. Lorne actually fought for a lot of the things that Robert wanted to do, but that the standards department thought we shouldn't do. I started off with some very strong cartoons, Ace and Gary and Fun with Real Audio, which felt very fresh and new. Lorne was buoyed by that success. It got to the point fairly quickly where he just said, "I just want to be surprised on Saturday." It was like a unique pleasure for him to just watch something with no preparation. Most of the time he enjoyed them. We usually agreed on any changes that the cartoon needed. He rarely gave me notes. Even if he doesn't love a cartoon that much, sometimes he would just put it on a little later in the rundown, Robert Smigel said to Uproxx. Once, Lorne gave me that much control I became my own Lorne. My name was going to be on these things and I knew that Lorne was giving me pretty much carte blanche, so I became my harshest critic. We would watch the cartoon inside the studio when it was playing on the screens for the dress rehearsal audience. They had a live audience. Robert always wanted the jokes to go over. Sometimes if certain jokes didn't go over, we would cut them out or we would rework them in between dress and air. That sounds really simple to do, but oftentimes it was very complicated. That's why we would end up editing up until midnight, and then the cartoon would air at like 12:15, Samantha said. Robert Smigel worked the writers as Lorne Michaels did. While Robert Smigel was the comedic mastermind, he needed the support of the SNL writing staff. His bits, like Triumph the Insult Comic Dog and the TV Funhouse cartoons, needed a bunch of writers funneling in all of the jokes. By trusting a few of SNL's best writers, Robert could really focus on the detail of the animation, which he absolutely loved doing. I was used to the routine of Smigel would have something going and he would reach out to a few writers over email and we would send ideas. Robert has always been extremely generous when it comes to helping out young writers, Scott Jacobson, a writer on SNL, explained. Robert's process was to get a bunch of people together on an email list and have people throw 300,456 jokes at something. And then he would look at them and worry and worry and worry and worry about it, and change his mind and change his mind. Eventually, when everybody on the production couldn't stand it anymore, he finally decides what will be in the piece, and everybody's happy because it ends up being brilliant. Eric Drysdale, another writer, said. Robert loved the collaboration process and appreciated the opportunity to run his own portion of SNL with Lorne's permission. In the interview with Uproxx, Robert summed it all up by saying, "I'd be my own Lorne and create my own little group of people that I'd run ideas by." So guys, this was all about today's video. Share as much as you can, that really motivates us to create more content for you guys. With this, we end our video. Hope you liked the video.